Hello, and welcome to Math with Laila. Today we are continuing with a geometry series. This video is all about postulates. So you might be asking yourself, well, what is a postulate? A postulate is a statement that is accepted as a fact. For example, a postulate in life could be that gravity attracts things to the center of the earth. We all just accept it. They can be considered as the building blocks of geometry. So, on to our first postulate, which we will label 1-1 to help us keep track. This postulate states that through any 2 points there exists exactly one line. So, let's draw it to test it out. We'll have point M here and point N here. Now, let's draw a line between them to see if it's true. Sure enough, we can see that there's only one line in between these 2 points. So there you go, there's our first postulate. Now, on to postulate 1-2. This one is that if 2 distinct lines intersect, then they intersect in exactly 1 point. So let's draw 2 lines to see. This will be our first line, and this will be our second line. So, let's find the point where they intersect. Were you going to say right here? Well, you're right if so. So, that's where they intersect. And there's our second postulate. This may seem obvious, but we need postulates just to help us in proofs, which we do later on. Now, we're going to move on to postulate 1-3. So, this one is, if 2 planes intersect, then they intersect in exactly one line. So let's draw 2 planes to test it out. There's our first plane. And there's our second plane. So the line where they intersect is going to be right here. And there you go. There's our third postulate. So now we're going to move on to our fourth postulate, which is just a little bit extra compared to all of these. So I'm going to erase the screen just so we have a little more space. Now, postulate 1.4 is through any 3 non-collinear points, there's exactly one plane. So if you watch my previous video, you should know that collinear means that the points are on the same line. If you need a refresher on any of the terms I've used throughout this video, a video with an explanation will be linked in the description. So, back to the postulate. Let's draw 3 random points that do not fall on the same line, and we can see that a plane will be drawn that can encompass them all. So, point X, point Y, and point Z. Now let's draw our plane around them. And we can label this one plane B. So, there's our postulate. Through any 3 non-collinear points, because you can see that these ones do not all fall on the same line, we know that there's exactly one plane around them. So, that is all for the basic postulates. In the next video, we will cover measuring segments and the postulates surrounding that. So please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and make sure to subscribe. Leave any questions in the comments and I will try my best to answer them. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.